Alrighty, hello Sagittarius. So, if you have not already, go ahead and watch that Leo reading. Something tells me Sag or not, you may be able to relate to it. This reading is going to be for the energy for May for the 555 portal. Okay, so we're gonna see what changes came about for you, Sagittarius, to make room for peace and love. Spirit is saying some things. I'm hearing dreams, things that you had hoped for. There's some delays. There was some cycles that needed to end. There were some things that need to be closed up first. But Spirit is saying, hold on to that vision. For some of you, you've been like really trying to find out why is it that this happened. And Spirit is saying you needed to go within a little bit more. But specifically to the heart chakra, because I'm picking up green, and that was the second 9 card that came out. So she said there were some loose ends that needed to be tied up in terms of the matters of the heart. And she said there was some realizations that you needed to come to, and there was also a little bit of growth that was needed, and not so much growth for perfection, but growth for a sense of understanding, growth for awareness. That's the biggest part of growth that a lot of people don't realize. Sometimes growth is just not even so that for you to be perfect, it's so that you can be aware of the things that it is that you're doing. Because in order to change them, in order for you to manifest peace in this love connection that it is that you're in, Sag, you have to be aware of the shit that it is that you're doing first. So she said, what I'm hearing is awareness is the key to a long-lasting relationship. And then she's saying some of you, there were some things that you needed to work on healing. There was a cycle that you needed to work on breaking yourself free of. It could have been with a karmic partner. I'm hearing this person, every time you spoke with them, their presence, their energy, it threw your whole vibe off. It changed your aura is what it is that I'm hearing. So Spirit was saying you needed to learn to see why was it that this person still had so much control over you in order to release yourself from them. Now for some of you, Spirit is saying you and someone will be coming together soon. And Spirit is saying instead of withholding that love, be open to give it, be open to celebrating, be open to sharing your accomplishments with them, be open to letting them into a part of your life. Spirit is saying you really need to work with this. You really need to work on going with the flow. Don't worry so much how it is that they'll take you, because something tells me they'll be happy to hear about what it is that you have going on. And for some of you, your intuition has been telling you to, but it's like it's really hard for you to detach from the outcome. You're too worried about what it is that they'll think and what it is that they'll say. And Spirit is saying stop trying to plan ahead on what it is that you feel will happen, and just go with the flow. Just pretty much, you need to just go with what it is that feels right. Sometimes you just need to feel the shit. Stop always trying to look for an answer, Sag, and just stop trying to always look for an answer and just feel what it is that you're feeling in the moment. Spirit is saying say what it is that's on your heart. Say what it is that's on your heart in that moment. Detach from how you feel things should go and just be in that moment is what it is that I'm hearing. That always happens. The card wants to come out and then it like bends itself, and Spirit's like, no, that's not the one. It's kind of like when you're like, okay, I think I got it, and you're like, no, that's not it. Spirit's like, no, that's not it. That's not the card that I needed you to get. Okay, for some of you, there may be an old love interest that it is that you're dealing with, but Spirit is saying what's keeping this connection blocked is you're still replaying old events. You're still replaying old things that it is that's happened. And Spirit is saying right now is a time for you to really focus on moving forward. You need to surrender and break that habit. Detach yourself from the past. And that's not so much to say you need to forget, but just work on forgiving that person. Nobody is perfect, and for some people shit happens. The next card that came out, what I'm picking up more is on self-worth and self-appreciation. So what I'm hearing is for some of you, you may feel like the way that you love is a curse. And Spirit has said it's not a curse. You need to learn to appreciate more the quality. You need to learn to appreciate more the qualities that it is that you have. Stop feeling like you need to run away from love because you don't like the fact of the way that you don't like exactly the way that it is that things go, or how it is that you get with love. And Spirit is saying you don't have to give less. You just have to Sometimes you just have to be aware of who's deserving of the preview of your love and who's deserving of the full experience. So, who's worth selling the whole product to versus who's worth giving a sample to? Because I just pictured Costco. And then the last card is codependent and addiction. So for some of you, that may be the pattern that you need to stop. Stop feeling like you have to be so codependent on people, because I feel like for a lot of you there are certain things that you're trying to manifest, but the where your heart space is trying to control the way everything is going, it's blocking your abundance. So Spirit is saying surrender to the unknown, surrender to not knowing, pretty much like I said in the very beginning of the reading. And we're gonna go ahead here and get some words and some phrases that Spirit feels like you need to know at this time. The first thing I heard is be open. And then that song, Leave the Door Open. Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars has been playing so much in my head. And I feel like for a lot of you, your person could be telling you, keep your heart open. Don't close your heart up to me. Keep your heart open. So that if it's meant to be, I can walk in without feeling like I gotta disengage a bomb, take a lockdown, and put in a passcode just to get to your heart. Spirit is saying this is a time for you to let your guard down. It's safe for what I'm hearing, it's safe for you to love. And the cards that came out are empower, self, and connection. So Spirit is saying sharing this love, sharing this vulnerable side of you, sharing this love with this person is really what's going to help empower you. It's really going to help you to step into your feminine energy, to really be able to be vulnerable. And Spirit is saying along with doing that, it'll really help you to connect. Being vulnerable will really help you to connect to your heart space is also what it is that I'm hearing here. Okay, and we'll get a couple more cards because Spirit says Spirit says she doesn't want to reveal too much. She said if this reading keeps going on, there's going to be more. There's more to be revealed. And she says she wants it to be a surprise. And I've been hearing surprise a lot. So Spirit, for some of you, Spirit is saying that you need to wake up. You're kind of like you're in a dream state. Spirit is saying say what you mean and mean what it is you say. So I definitely feel like for this group in particular, there's going to be communication happening soon. For some of you, your divine counterpart is kind of like Spirit is like, all right, and this is like y'all are mirroring each other. So Spirit is saying you need to prepare yourself. They're doing the work. They're doing the work now. But Spirit is saying you need to prepare. For some of you, your counterpart, it could be like they had an aha moment. They had a moment of realization and they didn't realize up until now how much it is that you really mean to them. Spirit is saying when you have this conversation, this is one of those moments. Don't try to make things difficult. Don't necessarily don't try to challenge this person. Let them talk, let them say what it is they need to say, and then just be open to listening to them. Be willing to hear them out. Because talk to someone also came out. So like I said, communication is definitely going to be happening here. The card at the bottom is be supportive. This person is coming to you. This person is going to be coming to you in in a very vulnerable state. So Spirit is just saying be supportive and try to be understanding and hear them out. So Sag, Sag. That is your reading. Let me know how you feel about it. Let me know how it resonates, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye.